Oh, I do.
All right.
Okay. Should I take mine today or tomorrow? Okay.
Unless you want to take it today.
I'll take it tomorrow.
All right. Nobody else needs the Unit 10 makeup. Assignment 11.1 is due tomorrow. And in our late start time window, we will also do all the lecturing for Unit 11. So all of you, being in Period 3, will have your Unit 11 quiz on Thursday at our usual Period 3 time. So remember, you'll do the homework tonight, turn it in tomorrow, take notes tomorrow, and then take the test on Thursday. And it's pretty much one right after the other, and then it's over. So, are there any questions about that? Yeah, but I guess it's all one day is what I meant to say, and then another day. Yeah.
How long is the quiz?
The quiz is half length. There are 12 multiple choice. And the essay has 3 letters that are worth a total of 5 points. So it's half the usual volume, half the usual point, and half the usual time. Any other questions? And then, if you could please look up at the whiteboard, after your Unit 11 quiz on Thursday, we don't see each other on Friday. To be more exact, you won't see my sub on Friday. Oh. And then when you show up, we have a furious flurry of extra credit options. Extra credit number 1 is due on Monday the 22nd. I'll describe that today. Extra credit number 2 is due on Friday the 26th. I'll also describe that today. You have both of those slips already. You grab them in the back. Then, that day, that Friday, if you can't be here, make sure you ask someone. The extra credit 3, 4 come out on Friday the 26th. On Friday the 3rd, after I collect extra credit number 4, I'll give you the paperwork for extra credit number 5. Also in the next 2 weeks, I'll collect all of your homework packets on Tuesday the 23rd. That's Units 1 through 10. You'll be getting 9 and 10 back immediately before that. Yeah.
Do you want the actual questions with them or just the book?
You may want to keep those study guides if you don't write the question in your notes, so that you know what you were answering in your notes.
All right.
But all I need to see is your written work. Please look up. On Wednesday the 24th, you get 1 extra credit point for attempting all the math problems in one of the packets. We'll discuss that today. On Thursday the 2nd, you take the second semester final. It's cumulative, all units, all year. That forces you to do some studying before the AP test on Monday the 6th. Yeah.
Be a good idea to study the Smart Advanced Guide.
I'll discuss how to study and which things I recommend when we start the extra credit stuff, the review stuff. Yeah.
Is there going to be kind of extra credit
There are no extensions on the extra credit due dates. So you have to either have your work arrive from another student or turn it in early. Yes?
Should we turn in the packets and do it after us?
Technically, I'll just walk by, record your grade in the book, and I'll never take them from you. You'll walk away with this transaction. What else? I'd like to talk to you a bit about the review process. You may know that I've been teaching this class for 7 or 8 years. I think this is my 9th year, as a matter of fact. For the last 6 of those, I've used the current review plan. Students in my sections have an unusually high pass rate and an unusually high average score compared to their demographic equivalent in other schools. In other words, something is working better than average for our students. The national average is a 1 out of 5. No, sorry, the most common grade on the national average is a 1. The most common grade among Caballero Apes students is a 4. The national pass rate is just barely below 50%. The Caballero Apes pass rate is right around 70. I don't take any of the credit. You know, I didn't invent anything that you've seen in this class. It's all stolen from other teachers. I don't take any credit whatsoever, except maybe for having the copies ready on time pretty often.
I make it all up. I still make it all up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. None of this. I take credit for none of my work. Yeah. Well, you know, if you don't take any credit, you can't get it without
year after year.
Right. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I got my master's in education on how your brain takes in information and then how your brain looks through that information during assessment. So, believe it or not, this is probably the one thing that I am most academically prepared to do as a school teacher is get you ready for the exams. I've designed our review very carefully. The activities that I have for you are, I could explain all of it, but you could also trust me that it's all part of a plan, and that plan comes from having read a few books about this and written my master's thesis on it. Probably. I guess it must be public record at the university level, but I don't know how you find it. I don't know how to get it. I've certainly lost it. I want to tell you what I'll give you in total for the review process. By the time you're done with the review, I will have given you every essay question ever asked by the College Board for Apes. Starting in 1998, which was never publicly released, including 99 through 2002, which are not available on the internet, and 2003 through 12, which are available on the internet. I'll also give you all the keys to all those questions, so you'll know every essay question and you'll have the key for them. I'll give you both of the only 2 released multiple choice tests, one of which is no longer available in the public record and the other of which is available on the website. I'll give you a CD with PowerPoint flashcards. So you press the space key once and it says ozone, and you press the space key twice, and it'll give you the definition for ozone. Cool. That PowerPoint collection includes at least a couple of 30 to 50 slide assortments per chapter, plus thematic PowerPoint slideshows for common errors, important species, laws and treaties, and a few other themed slideshows. By the way, I will give you one of those CDs for free when you donate $1 to our student aid barbecue dinner. I don't think it's too much to ask that everybody pitches in $1 American US dollar to help feed our team of spectacular student aides. You should know that I'll be matching whatever you guys spend so that we can indulge them in at least one really nice Argentinian barbecue at the end of the school year. Because you have to admit, they have done quite a bit of work to support us in this class. I'll give you 5 separate extra credit opportunities worth between 5 and 6 points each, so that if you choose to do every extra credit point possible, you could earn about 27 points.
Whoa.
That's in the test category. That basically takes your lowest grade to an A+, more or less, no matter how badly you did. No, not quite, I guess. But you can do the math. 27 points is a lot. Finally, in the review process, I'll give you one big packet which has a whole bunch of useful information. I hope that you'll follow the review process as I have pasted it. You should know that doing it all at the last minute would not make any sense. There's no benefit. One of the ways that the review process is organized is to match a specific pace. So to do all of it the last minute would not help you. If you're leaving stuff for the last minute, I can still give you advice about how to use your nights before the test. But if you like the materials I'm giving you, then I recommend you follow the calendar that I'm giving you for those materials. I'd like to look through those papers you grabbed in the back. First, the packet that says hints for doing well on the Apes exam. From now on, I will describe this as the hints packet. The first page of this packet you've already seen. I gave it to you early in the year. It's just general test-taking strategy. The second page looks like this, Apes Review Sheet 1. This is published by the College Board to give you their distribution of topics within the exam. So out of 100 multiple choice, roughly 25 will be about Earth systems, roughly 10 will be about human population dynamics, and so on. The next page is titled Apes Review Definitions. This continues for a total of 5 pages, 2.5 sheets of paper, ending with a section titled Environmental Laws and Treaties. Please look up. This 5-page section is mandatory memorization. This is considered the canon of trivia. In other words, the basic content all Apes students need to know. You've seen about 80% of this material. And if you're very attentive, you may have found another 10%. And across the board, none of us would be expected to know all of it. I'm guessing about 10% would be new to you. Then comes 2 pages of Apes Chemistry Review. Again, this is mandatory. You have to know all of this chemistry. And again, I think you've seen pretty much all of it. regarding the Apes mathematics review, these are the types of math questions they'll ask you. This is a self-assessment. Sort of like standing on